You're watching the SCAC Player of the Week interviews. It's week 2 of the 2021 SCAC women's basketball season, and today we're joined by the SCAC Women's Basketball Player of the Week, sophomore forward Rosie Braley of the Colorado College Tigers. And Rosie, congratulations and thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Rosie, before we get into the specifics of opening weekend, I just want to ask about the challenges to get to this point in the year. Opening weekend has to feel a little bit more special when you look back and you think of everything that you and your teammates have gone through and all the obstacles and hurdles you've been able to overcome to get to this point in the year. What was that opening weekend like, and what were some of those challenges?
So over the past few months, we haven't all been together as a team. We've sort of been doing a lot of individual stuff. Some have been on campus, some have been off. I haven't been with the team until late December. So it's been really interesting to see how all of us have been kind of working by ourselves. And then we all came together to really get that win this past weekend.
Rosie, the CC Tigers team off to a 2-0 start for the first time since the 2009-10 season after earning back-to-back road victories against Trinity this past weekend, defeating the Texas Tigers 57-55 on Friday, and then again on Saturday 64-61 in overtime. And the first time this program has gotten a win over Trinity since the 2011-12 season. What impressed you the most from an overall team perspective this past weekend? What went well for you and the rest of your Tiger teammates to get those 2 wins?
It was great to have an away win as our first win for this season. I think that we really stick together, even though Trinity had a lot of runs. We were still able to come back after those and continue scoring and continue playing good defense against Trinity this weekend.
Rosie, individually, you were outstanding over the weekend, averaging 15 points and 9.5 rebounds, shooting 50% over the course of the 2 games. You also added in 3 assists, 1 block, and 1 steal. How were you able to be so successful out there on the floor for the Tigers?
Being a post, a lot of those points come from great assists and great passes from the outside guards, especially our point guard, Anna, and Mac, one of our seniors, had a lot of great passes to me this weekend. But yeah, it's a team effort, getting the ball in and out.
I want to go back specifically to Friday night's game, Rosie, and the game-winning shot that you hit. The Tigers there at the line with the chance to go up 1 late, missed the free throw, but Mackenzie Gertz gets the huge offensive board, going to a timeout situation there with about 18 seconds left. What was Coach saying in that timeout? How did that play sort of unfold from your perspective, and ultimately, sort of take me through that play where you hit the game winner with just under 3 seconds left?
So this year we've really worked on finishing late in the game. Last year we struggled a lot with those types of wins. So just focusing on getting the ball into the post and looking for that kick out to a guard, but really just running what was available on that last play.
Rosie, one of the things that stood out to me as I looked at this team over the weekend was the depth of this group. 3 players in double figures on Friday night, followed up by 4 players in double figures on Saturday night. How key will that be for this team in terms of continuing to grow and reach the potential of this group? Having threats all over the floor, is that going to make things difficult for opponents heading into games?
Definitely. Our points are a lot more spread than last year. Since we did lose one of our seniors, we've kind of had the incoming freshman and the sophomore class capitalize on that. And so the points are much more spread. And I think we can only grow and improve on that part of basketball.
And finally, Rosie, looking ahead to this weekend, first home games of the season as Southwestern comes to town, always a big challenge. What are your expectations going into those 2 contests, and what will be key for this team to continue to build on its momentum you gained in the opening weekend of the season?
Just want to continue that kind of fire we came out with and not let it die just because it is a home game and a different team, but just to continue pushing the ball up the court and playing hard no matter what the score is.
A native of Independence, Missouri, this week's SCAC Women's Basketball Player of the Week for week 2 of the 2021 season, sophomore forward Rosie Braley of the Colorado College Tigers. Rosie, again, congratulations on your honor and best of luck as you continue to move forward throughout your sophomore campaign.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.